What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So, tonight is a very big game. Now, remember when the Washington Wizards played against the Cleveland Cavaliers and John Wall came out and he said, that was the biggest game of my career. Rightfully so. However, and he played a great game. 22 and, what did he have? 24 and 11? Something like that. Very efficient. 8 for 17 from the field. Great game. 47% shooting from the field. Great game. Whatever. However, tonight, the Indiana Pacers face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I'm stuck in a situation. I can watch both of these games at once. The Knicks versus Clippers and the Pacers versus the Cavs. But I don't like to do that because I either try to focus on both eyes pointing in different directions and I get a headache. Or I just, I lose focus and I don't want to watch in general. So I'm probably going to go with the Knicks game. Like always. I went with the Knicks game last time when I was, watching the Knicks lose to the Los Angeles Lakers when I should have been watching the Cavaliers versus the Washington Wizards. But that's besides the point. The point is that Paul George and LeBron James are going to go at it tonight. And both sides need to make a statement. Now, Tracy McGrady to start the season said something very, very, very intelligent that I agree with. He said, Carmelo Anthony is the only real threat to LeBron, and Stephen A. Smith added on, you're right. Carmelo, in the East, that is, because obviously Kevin Durant is also a threat to LeBron. That's in the West. But they said Carmelo Anthony should not lose to anyone in the playoffs besides LeBron. He's that good. And then T-Mac said, I agree 100%, but let's not forget about Paul George, who's also a superstar in this league, who's averaging 23, 6, and 3. Okay, T-Mac. Well, I agree with you on that. Well, I don't agree that he's a superstar, but I agree with you on that. But I also agree to the fact that it's going to be a big, big game for not John Wall. Why do I keep saying that? For Paul George and LeBron James. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been playing very well in February so far, so I applaud them for that. That's great. However, this is a tough game because the Indiana Pacers have been playing very well since Christmas. The Indiana Pacers have been doing their thing, and to be honest, Paul George came out and said at the beginning of the season he was playing awful. It was a dark time for him coming off that injury, and he was playing terrible. I'm not afraid to say it. I said it so many times. He was playing terrible. He was playing like a bum, the overrated bum that I thought he was, and now he's playing well. And now he's proving me wrong that, look, we may have had a bad start, but it's funny. It's like swapped. I know I said this before, but just hear me out. It's like it's swapped, okay? The Knicks started off hot, 3rd seed in the East, yada, yada, yada. Pacers started off terrible, weren't even in playoff contention, and then what happened? The tides turned, and Christmas time came, and everything switched. Anyway, the Indiana Pacers, their last 10 games, they're 7-3. They're 29-22 for the 6th seed, and they're 3 games ahead the 7th seed, so they're secured for the 6th seed whether they win or lose. However, a win tonight can bring them all the way up to the 4th seed, depending on if Washington or Atlanta lose. So this is a big game for the Indiana Pacers because they're getting closer to that 2nd seed because the Toronto Raptors have been playing terrible lately, but that's only because, DeMar DeRozan was injured. He came back. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games. He came back. They won a game because, obviously, he's an elite player. John is going to get really happy that I said that, but, my boy Jan is one of my boys. Anyway, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 35-15. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games. The Indiana Pacers are 7-3 in their last 10 games for a 29-22 record. Now, why is this such a big deal? Coming into the league, everyone was saying Paul George is going to take that next step. And I disagreed. I said if it's not going to be this year because of the injury, but not just that. It won't be this year because Paul George is an overrated player. Was I wrong? No. He's not a superstar, but he damn near is close to one. He's a great freaking player. I'll give him that. Listen, if anyone, I'll say this. I'll make a bet with you guys right now. If Paul George outperforms LeBron James tonight, I will say he's an NBA superstar. I will sit here and I will say Paul George is the NBA superstar. That's only if he outplays my man LeBron James tonight. It's only if he outplays LeBron, and the chances of that happening are very slim to none because we're talking about the best player in the world. So the chances of him outplaying my man LeBron are slim to none. And I was watching The Jump the other day, and actually this morning before I took my accounting test, but I was watching NBA The Jump, and they were talking about the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. And they had the audacity, this makes me laugh, they had the audacity to bring up Kyle Lowry. Now, you guys know, when I first started this channel 7 months ago, 7-8 months ago, back in April, I believe, in May and June, I called Kyle Lowry, Kyle Fowry, and DeMar DeRozan. Rightfully so, because they choked. That's why DeMar DeRozan is not an NBA superstar to me. But if he shows up in the NBA playoffs this year, I'll give him the nod as an NBA superstar. Same thing with Paul George. That's what I don't get about Paul George. He shows up in the playoffs, but in the regular season he's too inconsistent. You know, so that's why I can't give him the nod. But if he outplays LeBron tonight, I'll give him that nod to being a superstar, and he'll get the acknowledgement from, you know, the best NBA analysis on the planet in basketball with Steve. You know, it's funny, when I first started this channel, I used to say, hey guys, it's Steve from Basketball with Steve, and today and I used to end the videos at like, tell us what you think about this in the comment section below, and we will make sure to make a video on some of your comments. I used to say some weird stuff like we and us, but in reality, I was the only one making this channel. And it's weird how this channel changed, because I wanted to start this channel like a mixtape videos, like just strictly nothing about me, nothing personal about me, nothing like that. But I think the lane that I went in, where I still talk about basketball, but I'm personal and I do in real life stuff, I think that lane is better, because now you guys like me more as a person than just, oh, he talks about basketball, so whatever, I listen to him. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. I'm glad I went down that lane, but I'm also glad that you guys even subscribe to my videos, man. I've been here for 6 months, man, and oh, I'm just kidding. You know what's crazy? I know I'm straying off topic, but my last channel, I was playing Call of Duty, and my last channel took me 2.5 years to get to 2,500 subscribers. This channel took me 5-6 months to get there. That's absolutely crazy. So if we keep that up, according to the YouTube analytics, by the end of 2017, we should have close to 50 to 75,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh, I'll lose my mind and I'll start crying. And by the way, I still have that list of everyone that comments. So if you comment, and you comment consistently, just remember, you're on my list of people that have been here since day one. And I got a treat for you guys when this channel grows in size. So anyway, back to the topic. LeBron James and Paul George are going to go at it. Now, what do I predict? I think these two teams, you know, I don't think it'll be like a Washington. Yeah, who knows? You never know. But I think Cleveland's going to win it. You know, Cleveland's been playing well so far in February. I think they're like 4-1 in February. That's stupid. Like 2-1 or 3-1 in February so far. So they've been playing well. Indiana Pacers, again, they've been playing well since Christmas. Paul George has been picking up. He's actually, you know what's crazy? Ever since his sneaker came out, he started to play so much better. And this is blowing my mind because, you know, again, like I said, Paul George, he admitted, and this was, I don't remember, I think it was CBS Sports and Fox Sports and whole bunch of sports things, USA Today, whatever. They were saying, like, Paul George admits to dark moment when Pacers were struggling early this season and his inconsistent play. You know, and I made a video about that earlier this season as well. And the crazy thing is he's having a pretty good year now. I mean, if you look at it, he's averaging 22.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He's doing his thing. You know, and he's 3 turnovers per game. I don't like that, but he's shooting 92% from the free throw line. That's like Kawhi Leonard good. You know, that's crazy, man. And from 3, he's shooting 38% and 45% from the field. I mean, this guy has improved so much in terms of efficiency. You know, he went from a 41% field goal percentage type player to 45, 46%. Free throw line from 82% to 92%. This guy's getting better and better and better. His window is so freaking high. I just hope he never gets injured again. Because, you know, I'm kind of starting to like him. Sort of like Kawhi Leonard. You know, I hated Kawhi Leonard at first because people try to get disrespectful and say Kawhi Leonard has had a better career than my man Carmelo Anthony so far, but I disagree with that. People think I'm crazy because I'm screaming right now, but that doesn't mean anything to me. People think I'm crazy because I scream when I make these videos in my college room. You know, sometimes I hear people walk by like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? But that doesn't matter to me. What matters is that I make these videos consistently. And yesterday I was feeling like crap, so that's why I only had 1 video yesterday. I was going to make 2, but in the middle of making 2, I felt like the video was crap and like I was forcing it. And, you know, I didn't want to force a video out that was garbage, to be honest. So I just didn't do it in general. So I hope that's fucking hot as hell in here, man. And I can't turn on the AC and I'm sweating like crazy and it's getting in my eyes. This Florida weather, it's hot one day, it's like 60 one day, it's 80 one day, then it's raining one day. This winter is crazy down here, man. Makes me want to go back to New York in that 20-degree snow everyday weather. No, it doesn't. Anyway, so it's going to be a great game tonight. I'm very excited to see Paul George and LeBron James go at it. Hopefully they guard each other. I'm sure they will. You know, Paul George, again, LeBron is just going to body him in the post, and Paul George is so versatile on the offensive end. I mean, they both are, but LeBron's just going to post him up, and Paul George, I don't know, probably play off ball and try to tire out LeBron. I don't know what he's going to do. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and guess what? It's been Stave from Basketball with Stave, and we just kidding. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.